You whispering for?
We on.
Say just, bro.
What's up?
We live right now, Flip?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Wait, we live?
He already
Yeah.
started it.
We
Okay.
don't say shit.
All right, he wasn't gonna say
I
nothing.
said we live 5 times.
Let's get it going. Okay. All right. So we up back like that.
Yeah,
It's TDM, bitch.
yeah.
It's TDM, bitch.
Y'all try to freestyle? What's up?
It ain't long enough. I had to cut it short. See what I'm saying? But nah, what's going on? What's going on, man? It is your boy, your host with the most. My name is Bear, aka Mr. What part of the game is this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's his favorite scene.
I'm trying
part
to
of the
tell you
game
because
is
it's
that?
true. You know what I'm saying? You know. And of course, I'm back with my crew, and of course, I'm back with a guest this week. We got our first guest of season 4.
Yeah, Sersky.
First guest of season 4. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. But with that being said, let's go ahead and introduce the people. So first, of course, we got my boy. Who is that? Who? Yeah.
Only yeah, we back in here. You know what I'm saying? Good to see y'all again.
Just like that.
Glad everybody okay and stuff.
Right. Most definitely.
Hoes
Who we got
mad,
next?
hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
That's crazy. CC, that's
CC,
it.
that's it.
That's it.
And of course, we got the man himself, Mr. J. Wood.
These bitches too fucking nasty. So when I pull up on your levy, see them ass cheeks. I know this bitch can get real freaky.
Just like that.
Episode, what the fuck?
This is episode 3.
Okay, yeah. I had to-
Episode 3, season 4, episode 3. And of
Episode
course,
3.
last from the original staff, we have, of course, my boy.
He got the livest woman. I'm not gonna lie.
Definitely.
I'm not gonna lie. He got the livest woman. He got the livest
My
woman.
name Flip.
Your name Flip.
That's crazy.
But like I said, people, this is a special episode because we do have a what? We have a guest in here today. We got a guest in here today.
sir.
You know what I'm saying? You might not have heard of him, but that is what he is here for. Because I looked at this guy's page. This guy is super duper dope. He has an awesome voice. I got to give it to him. So, Mr. Damon Clark, welcome to the show, sir.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the show. Yes, sir. So I want you to use this time, sir, to tell the people who you are and what you do. Go ahead.
Look, I mean, I am a vocalist. My name is Damon K. Clark.
Yeah.
I'm a vocalist primarily. I play a few instruments: piano,
Sir.
clarinet, sax.
Sir.
Oh, shit. Musically inclined all around.
Yeah. Everything I have ever done with my life, professional, has either been music or banking.
That is dope.
Because you gotta have money to do music.
You ready about
So,
That's too great. That's too great.
Yeah, trying to tell you. Yes, we got a special one today. So of course, let's just get into it. Let's get straight into it. So where are you from, sir?
I am from Los Angeles, California.
He is from LA.
LA, that's right.
LA.
For real.
That's right. And yeah, I mean, folks go, "Oh man, are you a big Lakers fan?" No, I'm a Lasers fan. Soccer team.
Got you.
Yes, I'm a bit lame with that. So
When did you come here?
Yeah.
I moved here, what, 2006?
Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I moved here a
wow.
while. Yeah, I've been. So I'm a Texan.
I was about to say, yeah, you pretty
yeah,
much
right,
Texan at this
right.
point.
Yeah. And then guilty by association. My sister was born in El Paso, so
Oh, even dope.
okay.
Okay, yeah.
I'm a Texan.
That's
Okay,
dope.
so I gotta ask you this.
Yeah.
The weather changed.
Yeah.
How you like? It's hot down here, ain't it?
Nah, bro, I don't do the weather here.
Man,
Yeah, man.
it's hot.
I look at it out of the window.
Trying to tell you.
Ooh,
Straight
it looks
up.
hot outside. I'm not going.
This shit, I'm out.
Not it look hot.
Boy,
It
that
looks
weather.
hot.
Yeah, for real.
You know how sometimes, you know the old expression, ooh, he looked like his breath stank.
Yeah.
When I look outside, I'm like,
I look
Texas
like
look
it
like
hot.
his breath stank. I can't do it.
It's hot.
That's a week, bro. We haven't even hit August yet.
Look, you know what I'm saying? But you know what though?
Yeah.
This year has been cooler. Like these past few years, like last decade.
That's what I've been
almost, it's
seeing.
Cooler
Yep.
than when I first moved here in 2006. I'm
yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
by May, we were talking about the 90s.
Yeah.
And then by September, it was in the hundreds. We haven't seen that in a long time,
Very true.
which is
Very
scaring
true.
me.
Yep.
I feel like we're gonna end up with like the next 10 years, like 300-degree summers and shit like that. I'm
no.
scared.
Real talk.
Hell no.
I'm
Real
nervous.
talk. Yeah, y'all see what the freeze did?
That's something right.
Yeah.
That was out of nowhere.
Most definitely.
That was
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
Most
Yeah.
definitely.
Did y'all have water and whatnot?
Yeah.
Everything.
Man, we had
I
everything.
shit went out for like.
We didn't have tissue.
Really?
We had enough tissue to last, but I couldn't go out and buy tissue.
Yeah.
Cause they bought all the shit up again.
Yes, bro.
Like some idiots.
Yeah, which
Why is
makes
it
no
the first
sense.
to go? Toilet tissue.
Well. I may or may not be a disaster prepper. Like I have like probably 36 rolls of toilet paper right now, but I buy 12 rolls every other week. So. I mean, I just have like a standing order from Amazon.
Right.
Because there's one thing my ass is not going to do, and that's be dirty.
Right.
And I can't take 3 or 4 showers a day.
I'm gonna say it's gonna get to the point to where like if I ain't got tissue, I gotta shit and take a shower.
Right.
Real talk.
Right?
Hey man.
Real talk.
Hey, gotta keep it clean, man.
Real talk.
Hey. But man,
Yeah.
speaking on your music, how did you get into singing and stuff like that? And all the instruments?
Yeah, that's it's a typical and also atypical situation. So, I always loved everything to do with art. Like I wouldn't pay attention in class.
Right.
I'd be drawing.
Yep.
We'd be in church, and so where I went to church, the whole congregation sang, but we didn't have like a choir or nothing like that.
Got you.
And I would get lost. Like I don't daydream anymore, which is sad. I feel like that's sad, but until I was probably like 15,
Yeah.
daydreaming was my daily activity. Okay,
Gotcha.
it was my minutely activity because I didn't stop doing it, and I'd get lost and church now. Somebody talking. Somebody's talking.
Right.
And we're sitting in the front because my mom's like, I'm not sitting in the back of my kids because I'm damn kids in the back.
mine was like that.
We
Right.
would sit in the front, right? And we had
Yes.
to behave, right? And next thing I know, I'd be singing aloud,
Yeah.
and then the pinch.
Dang.
Shut up, you.
Yep.
Yeah, that sort of thing. So I was always doing something with respect to music or art, sculpting, building stuff. Like
Right.
my grandmother was an interior designer. My grandfather would like cut all the stuff for her, right?
That's
So
dope.
I would cut the stuff, and so I'd get all like the little scraps and put them together and make little house, like build houses. I wanted to be an architect at a certain point. So everything I thought about was creative and art.
Right.
And then my mom, she didn't want me to become a musician. She wanted to become a teacher, like her.
Safe way out.
Now my mom, she only taught a few years because she can't stand kids, right? My mom didn't like us, much less somebody else's kids. So she was like, "Oh, but you're gonna become a teacher, or a minister, or a doctor, or a lawyer, like the rest of us."
Right.
And I was like, "This is not for me, right?"
Gotta do what's best for you.
But paradoxically, right? Cognitive dissonance. She created this like weird. She would pimp me out to different things, like to sing.
Right.
Or do some like child modeling or whatever because the check was good. To pay for voice lessons that she didn't really want me to have because she didn't want me to become a singer.
Right.
So, and I'm a Taurus, I'm a bit rebellious. So she didn't want that for me. And I realized I was real good at it.
Right.
Like by the time I was in middle school, I was like, this is going to be my career. I don't care what she says.
One of the times that you're good at.
I love my mom,
Of course.
but
Of course.
even at the time, I was like, this is what I'm going to do with my life.
Gotta do what's best for you.
That's right, and that's what I did because she didn't have to live with. I mean, I'm gonna have to live with her decision and be resentful of her, and I didn't want
Right.
that. So, I mean, I couldn't articulate it then.
Right.
I was,
But you understand.
yeah, but I understood this. Like I was hyper focused on that career, and that's what you got to do. Any professional will tell you, you got to hyper focus on that thing. If you don't hyper focus on it, you will not become the best at it.
Right.
Hey, you know what's funny? You know, we was watching Space Jam too, right? And that's what that kind of message was.
Oh,
when you was a
yeah.
kid.
Right.
Like, you on the game too much. You need
Right.
to
You need to
focus on
focus
just
on-
basketball. That's it.
If you want to be the
That's
best.
That's that
straight up.
hyper focus.
Straight
Sometimes
up.
you gotta let your kids live
straight
their
up.
lives.
Yeah.
What they want to do.
Yeah, that's what I did with mine.
Was your mom musically inclined?
My mom has a beautiful voice. Or she had a beautiful voice. She's gotten older now, and her voice is, having some issues. But God, Mom had a beautiful voice, and my dad too, both of them.
They play instruments.
No, my mom took some piano, I think. My dad played cello, but that was like in middle school, high school, something like that.
Nice.
But they both pursued like careers in corporate.
Gotcha.
Well, my mom didn't pursue it, but my mom pursued a career as a housewife and mother.
Right.
And got dragged into corporate, and then it's like, this shit ain't it. So,
Man.
like I gotta get up at what time?
Man.
after I done fed my kids like at 6 in the morning. Fuck this shit. So, she wanted to be wife and mom, which is 1,000% valid.
Right.
And my dad was like, no, I need you to, we're trying to build an empire. And that created conflict with them. But they ain't together no more anyway, so that don't matter.
So you kind of the first to bring music
Into it like
through the
that.
family strong.
Into this generation,
Okay.
into my generation. So my mom's brother was a musician too, and he was kind of an outcast in the family, right? The black sheep in the black family. How's that work? So, where they do that at? But anyway,
What part of the game is
right. How am I the black sheep in a black ass family? What?
Right. We all black.
That's crazy.
How we do this? So anyway, he toured with like James Ingram and all these others. What do you call it? George Benson, and I think he worked at some point with Shaka Khan and all these like great, with these greats. He didn't help me with shit, but but then my first career choice was it wasn't a choice. I just kind of fell into it. Was opera. I ended up in opera, so he couldn't help me with that.
Got you.
I didn't know what to do with it. It just happened.
It definitely took off, though. It definitely took off. So, what all genres of music would you say you like that you sing?
I have sung everything and love singing everything. The only thing that I haven't sung is Tibetan throat singing. Like, I don't know how to do it. I have friends that can do it. I still haven't, I still haven't figured out how to master doing it, and I haven't spent enough time. Remember, you got to spend time with things.
Yes.
So eventually, I guess I'll spend time with it.
So R&B is one of those.
R&B is absolutely a genre that I'm obsessed with.
Okay.
I can't live without it. It informed my childhood, along with classical, informed my childhood. Jazz informed my childhood.
Nice.
My parents had this super weird, eclectic mix of music. Singer-songwriter, like 1960s, 70s singer-songwriter music, like Joan Baez and all those people. Soul and the soul R&B stuff. It's not really R&B. It's not really soul.
Yeah.
Like James Ingram and Patty Austin. All these people.
Right.
They had like this odd jazz influence, but it's R&B at the same time.
Got you.
Like just anything. Like there's grunge. I got into grunge at a certain point. Punk. At a certain point.
A little bit of everything.
I was curious. When you're curious about a thing, do it.
Right.
There's nothing stopping you except you.
True.